Well, this was the final coffin nail for the Democratic Party. And you know what? The rats are going to be leaving the sinking ship in record numbers at record speed. It's going to happen immediately, probably at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. And I'll tell you another thing that Donald Trump said that I thought was unbelievable. Even though he cheated in this election, the Democrats, and they election under God and country, and they didn't give a shit. Who knows? They're probably getting ready to do it again, but this time they're going to fail miserably. But the reality is, he said something that was very profound. He said, if he was doing a good job, there's other things I would rather be doing than to be here. So even though if this guy had really great intentions for America and was bringing America forward and keeping the Make America Great Again brand going, Donald Trump was willing to walk away from it even still today. Can you imagine that? But this guy had intentions of making America the worst it's ever been. This guy's intentions with Obama in the basement, controlling the whole fucking thing, has intentions of, plunging America into communism, socialism. And the reality is, it's failed on them miserably. The fact that there are doctors that are going to come forward at this point that are going to say, hey, listen, we were told to drug him. He's been drugged and propped up to be up there like a mumbling, fuckling, stumbling idiot. And the Democrats can never, ever come back from this. Never, under any circumstances. I'll tell you what. The worst thing that could happen here is this. They bring in Gavin Newsom. Because Gavin Newsom, hate him, like him, dislike him, or anywhere in between, it doesn't matter. Gavin Newsom could probably put a pretty good fight, even though we know his record is pretty bad, and he rules more like a gangster over in California, and we have the proof of that too, and still Donald Trump would win by a landslide. Or they'll bring in a Jeff Bezos or a Mark Cuban type business guy. That's a possibility. But I will tell you right now, the Democrats are finished. They are absolutely finished. How they come back from this, and if they're going to double down on this bumbling idiot who's drugged up, propped up, whatever he is, clone, not clone, it don't matter, is going to be very, very interesting. The one thing I will tell you is this, that the fucking internet is buzzing. There are shows on right now with 98,000 people still watching live of the aftermath of this complete disaster. I mean, Louder with Crowder had like 98,000 people watching earlier. His Rumble channel literally blew off the air because it had 250,000 people watching live on Louder with Crowder. Valuetainment, Pat Bay David, whatever his name is. I can never get his last name correct. Doesn't matter. He's got a very difficult last name. He should make it more simple. But anyway, needless to say, he had 98,000 people watching live on one channel, and he was on multiple channels. What's her name? Kelly. I can't think of her name. She was one of the moderators for the first time that Trump run. Megyn Kelly. Okay, 24,000. These are like news anchors that, they got a little bit of egg on their face. Megyn Kelly, now came back saying, yeah, he's a good guy. But she broke his balls immensely early on. Okay, everybody is jumping ship. The black people, the Spanish people, the Italian people, the Chinese people, the Japanese people. Everybody's jumping ship. Donald Trump has made good on his promise. You never, ever, under any circumstances, ever interrupt your enemy when they're hanging themselves. And boy, did he live up to his word. Welcome to CarminesGold.com. Don't waste not even a second looking cheaper prices just don't exist. How important is it for you to own gold and silver right now? What does it mean to me personally? There's an economy that's about to crash beyond what words can explain. In 5 words, I'm going to educate you on gold and silver. Are you ready? You need to own some. Simple. Time is of the essence as the walls are closing in. This crash is visibly in motion right now. Don't kid yourself. The only way to preserve wealth is to become your own central bank. Just by owning gold and silver, the banks that are going into survival mode are currently stacking gold and silver like it's going out of style. You have the same opportunity instead of keeping your money in paper, which is worthless. Again, this is not financial advice. Going into survival mode is everything. Preserving your wealth and positioning your family to thrive in the near future is paramount. The time to take action is beyond crucial. God's money cannot be faked. It's got intrinsic value. It's got plenty of usability. And because the crypto game could be extremely complicated for most, this becomes the only way to preserve your wealth in the current times we live in. The price manipulation that has occurred over the last 150 years is about to come to a full stop as we move into an extremely different world. And the true value of gold and silver is going to shine like never before. The people who vividly see what's happening have moved into panic buying right now. The people who get it, who are positioned for wealth preservation, who are accumulating every week, every month, stand to change their course of history for 100 generations to come. Buying gold and silver from carminesgold.com at unbeatable prices is the best decision you'll ever make. I'm going to end by saying this. This is my opinion and not financial advice. This crash is knocking on the door, and it's clear. It's here. We can fill any size order, $500, $500,000, and yes, even $10 million. Your best option to preserve wealth, if you don't understand cryptocurrency, is gold and silver. Do it now.